Happy day students, welcome to class 7 mathematics chapter 3 decimal. So we have segregated the decimal chapter into 3 parts. So in the first part we are going to learn about the basic concepts of decimals, then comparison of decimals as well as the converting the fractions to decimals. Yes children, come with me, we are going to study about the decimals. Have you seen the news channels can report the maximum and minimum temperature of the particular place on the particular day, children? Yes. So in the news channel, so they will be show the weather report also at the end, isn't it? Yes. So now I'm also showing some weather reports on here. Okay. So here it is. The weather report is 19.8 degrees Celsius, 70.5 degrees Celsius, 9.3 degrees Celsius, then 23.2 degrees Celsius, isn't it? Yes. Now let me show you the next slide. Okay, so when you will be moved to the doctor or when you go to for your regular checkup, does the doctor check up your body temperature and report it as 38.5 degree or 98.5 degree? So the doctor will be report our body temperature like this, isn't it? Yes. And so when you're seeing at the two pictures like the weather report and the body temperature, the dots you see in this figure and as well as in this figure also, it's a decimals, and these figure are known as decimal numbers. In this lesson, let us look at the decimals and detail. Okay children, now let me show you how many parts we'll be having on the decimals. So on the decimals we'll be having two parts. So the first part is the whole number part and the second part it's a decimal part. Okay, now let me show you one example so related to the decimals. So as you're seeing here, 73.62. Children, again I'm telling, we should not call after the dot which is 62 or 57, 47 like that. We have to be say 62. After the decimal dot, we can be say 62 or 58 or 43 like that. Am I clear? But in the left side of the decimal dot, we can be read the number as 73, 42, 56, 89 like this. Am I clear this one? Yes. Now let me show you which is whole number part, which is decimal part. As you are seeing the decimal dot left hand side, we can be call it as whole number part. So right hand side, the decimal dot right hand side, we can be call it as decimal part. Am I clear children? So left hand side we can be call it as whole number part, right hand side we can be call it as decimal part. I hope you understand the basics of the decimals. Now let me show you the bars. Now let me show you the shaded bars. Okay, first we can be understand the decimals using the fractions. Clear children? Yes. Now I'm showing one bar which is the 10 boxes. Out of 10, one part has been shaded. In the fraction, we'll be write it as 1 by 10, isn't it? Yes. And let me show you the next bar. So this is 3 shaded parts out of 10 parts. So in the fraction, we can be write it as 3 by 10. Yes. And this is 4 out of 10. So fraction, we can write it as 4 by 10. And this is 6 shaded parts out of 10. So in a fraction we can be write it as 6 by 10. Okay, so in the fraction how can we write it as in a decimal? Okay, now let me show you how can we write it as in a decimal. So which is 1 by 10 can be written as 0.1. 1 by 10 can be written as 0.1. Yes, and as similarly 3 by 10 can be written as 0.3. Similarly 4 by 10 can be written as 0.4. Similarly, 6 by 10 can be written as 0.6. Children, what you have seen in the above, so this we can be call it as tenths. Tenths. This is not tens, this is tenths. Because all the decimals will be end up with THS. Clear children? Now, let me show you the next interesting one. So as you are seeing here, one boxes are there. So in that box, it can be divided into 100 equal parts. So in the previous slide, you have seen 10 parts So in this box, we are going to see the 100 boxes. So out of 100 boxes, it can be shaded as 30. 30 boxes can shaded, right? And in the next one, so here out of 100, it can be shaded as 35 by 100. Okay, children? And in the next one, out of 100, 58 boxes are shaded. Am I clear? Yes. Now, so from the fraction, how can we write it as in the decimal? Right, children? So, we can be write it as 30 by 100 as 0.30. 0.30. And the 35.5, 0.35. And the 58 by 100, 0.58. Again, I am telling children, you should not call after the dot will be 30, 35, 58. Am I clear? You have to be read 0.30, 0.35, 0.58. Clear, children? So I hope you understand. So such cases we can be say it as hundreds. Am I clear? So in the previous we have seen only 10 bars. So that's what we are saying, that tenths. Clear? This one is hundreds. Clear, children? Yes. Now let me show you the chart. One chart I'll be show you. So this is the decimals. This is the decimal chart. So we know that already left hand side of the decimal dot will be the whole number. Right hand side of the decimal dot will be the decimal parts. So this 8 can be written as in the fraction 8 by 10. So we can be say that is a tenths. And next one is hundreds. So after the decimal dot, the first number is tenths. After the decimal dot, the second number is hundreds. Okay. After the decimal dot, the third number is thousands. Okay. And after the decimal dot, the fourth number is 10,000s. But in the left hand side of the decimal dot, we can be call it as ones, tens, hundreds, thousand. So how we will be used in the place value chart? So ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000 like that. So in a decimal, it is slightly different. So after the decimal dot, we can be call it as tens, hundreds, thousands, then 10,000. And in the left side of the decimal dot, ones, tens, hundreds, thousand. Am I clear, children? So I hope you understand how can we read the decimal numbers. So notice that every decimal ends with THS. Every decimal ends with THS. As you are seeing here, THS, then THS. Isn't it, children? Yes. So I hope you understand this one. Let me move to the next slide. Comparing and ordering decimal. How can we compare the decimals? So this is very important, children. How we have to be compare the decimals. So see the steps how to compare. So compare any two decimals at a time. So how to compare if we want to compare the decimals at a time? So the first step is fill in the zeros so that each number has the same amount of place values. So for example, if the one number is 5.0, the other number is 3.50. So when you are seeing the first number is after the dot only one place. In the second number I said after the dot it will be two places. So in this case we have to, how can we compare? So I'll just tell you how have to be compare. Start at the left and compare the digits. Look for the first digit where they different and rank them. I'll be show you one example, then you will be very clear. Clear, children? So the first example is 1.7. Okay, children. The next will be 2.35. The next will be 6.135. Right? So when you are seeing after the decimal dot, one digit. After the decimal dot, 2 digit. After the decimal dot, 3 digits. Okay. Which is the maximum? Yes, exactly. 6.135 is the maximum. So we have to be equalize this also. We have to be equalize 3 digit here also, 3 digit here also after the decimal dot. Am I clear? Okay. How to make it the 3 digit as in a equal? Yes, it's already 1.7 is there. When we will be add the 2 digits in the right hand side, then it will become 3 digits. Right, children? And here also, if you are adding 1 0, it will become a 3 digits. And here it's already 3. Okay. Now we can be compare easily. Clear, children? How we have to be compare the decimals? Now let me show you one more example. 2.61 2.75. So can you just tell me which is the greatest one? First of all, we have to be compare the whole number part. The 2 is the whole number part here. The 2 is the whole number part here. So in both the numbers 2 and 2. So if the numbers are same number or the whole number, so then which place we have to be compare? Exactly, children, the 10th place. So the 10th place is here is 6. In here the 10th place is 7. So which is the greater, children? 6 or 7? Exactly, children, 7. 7 is the greatest number. So we'll be right like this. This is the greatest. 2.75 is greater than 2.61. So I hope you understand the comparing and ordering the decimal. Now let me move to the converting decimals to fraction. How can we convert from decimals to fractions? So the decimal number is 0.25. 0.25. So we know that if the simply number is there, we can be assume that it was divided by 1. Clear, children? Okay. Now we have to be convert this 0.25 into the fraction. How can we do this, children? Yes. So we already studied this decimal in the 6th grade itself. Now you are going to solve this problem. So if we want to be remove the decimal dot, we have to be convert into the fraction. How can we? See here, after the decimal dot, it is 2 numbers. It is 2 places. If it is 2 places, we have to be multiply by 100 both numerator as well as denominator. And one more thing, after the decimal dot, if it is 1 digit, we can be multiplied with 10 in the numerator, 10 in the denominator. If it is 2 digits, we have to be multiplied 100 in the denominator, 100 in the numerator. Suppose after the decimal dot, if it is 3 places, 3 place values, we have to be multiply 1000. Yes, here also 1000, there also 1000. Okay, so this is the rule for converting the decimals. Now, so the number got, if you are multiplying 100 with 0.25, the number will become 25. So 1 into 100, 25. Now we can be simplify. So if we are simplify, so 25 divided by 25, which will be 1. So 100 divided by 25, which will be the 4. What is that final answer, children, we got? Tell me. Yes, 1 by 4. Exactly, children. So at the beginning, the number was 0.25. Now the number was 1 by 4. I hope you understand how to convert decimals to fraction. Now let me move to the fractions to decimal. Convert fraction into decimal. So fraction into decimal also will be having the rule. According to the rule, we have to be proceed, children. The first rule number 1, first step, divide the numerator by the denominator till a non-zero remainder is obtained. So convert fraction into decimal means, so we have to be divide as usual, because we know as usual how we will be divide. So like that you can be divide, and the remainder should be 0, and the remainder should be 0 until the 0 will be getting, you have to be divided. Okay, and in the next step, put the decimal point in the dividend as well as in the quotient. Put the decimal dot in the dividend as well as the quotient. And the next step, put the 0 on the right of the decimal point in the dividend as well as the right of the remainder. So once I will be solve the problem, then you will be come to know what is that, children. Okay, so coming to the problem example. Yes, the number is 1 by 4. The number is 1 by 4. Okay, so in this 1 by 4 table, in the 4 table, which is not possible to divide by 1, isn't it, children? Yes. So in this case, what can we do, children? Okay, we can be keep 1 decimal dot here. So if you kept 1 decimal dot, so in the numerator also you have to be write 0 and then 1 decimal dot. This is the normal division, children. Okay, so once you put the decimal dot, what can you do, children? This can be considered as 10. Yes, so this can be considered as a 10. If it is 10 means in a 4 table 10 will not come. Then what is the other number will be possible to divide? Yes, 2. 4 2s are 8. So this 4 2s are 8 means 2 in the quotient, 8 in the numerator. Okay, so here 8. So 10 minus 8 is 2. So now this 0 we are taking down. If we are taking the 0 as a down, the answer will be 20. So 4 table, is it possible to divide 20 children? Exactly. Is it possible? So 4 5s are 20. 20 minus 20 is a 0. Now I hope you understand how to divide it. So at the beginning the question was 1 by 4. Now the answer will become 0.25. So this is the difference between the converting fraction and decimal, children. Comparing decimals. So I already told you how to compare the decimals. We'll be having that also certain rule, that also we have seen, right? Now we are going to compare the decimals using the numbers. Okay, so how to compare the decimals? So decimals in ascending order. We know that the ascending order is from small number to big number, that is ascending order. So these are all the decimals: 5.74, 6.03, 0.8, 0.658 and 7.2. Children, you can remember when you are reading the decimal numbers, you should be very clear this is not 74. So after the decimal dot, this will be 74. This is not 74. Am I clear? So here also when you are reading, it's 0.658. This is not 658. Before the decimal dots, we can be call it as like 74, 82 like that. But after the decimal dot, it should be in a single digit like 658. Am I clear how to read the decimals? Let me move to the convert the given decimals into the like decimals. So when you are comparing, before that you should be convert the decimals into the like decimals. We know that the like decimals also. So after the decimal dots, all the digits should be equal. So see here, after the decimal dot 2 digits, after the decimal dot 2 digits, after the decimal dot only 1 digit, after the decimal dot 3 digits, after the decimal dot it's a 1 digit. So we have to be equalized after the decimal dots. How can be equalized? See this 5.74, we can be write it as, so here which is the maximum number after the decimal dot? This is the maximum number after the decimal dot, because here it is 656, 5, 3 numbers are there. So here it's a only 1, it's a 1, 2 numbers, 2 numbers. So this is the maximum number. We have to be equalize all the, after the dots we have to be equalize the 3 numbers. So 7, 4 only there, we can be add one more 0. So now we equalized the 3 numbers. So here after the decimal dot only 2 numbers, we can be equalized as a 3 numbers. So 0, 3, we can be add one more 0. Here only 1 numbers, but we need 3 numbers after the decimal. What should we do? We can be add 2 more zeros along with 8. So it's already there in a 3 numbers, so we don't want to add any zeros over there. And next number 7.2. So after 2, we have to be add 2 zeros, then only it will be the 3 digits. So I hope you clear how to convert the like decimals. Let us moving to the which is smallest number. How can we compare which is smallest number? First you can be see the whole number, first number 5, 6, 0, 0, 7. Which is small number in this? Exactly. 0 and 0 is the smallest number comparing to all the decimals. So 0 and 0 is there. Okay. So both the numbers are 0. So let us move to the next number. So next number means 10th place. So this is 10th place, 10th place. In the 10th place, which is the smallest number? Yes, exactly. This number will be the smallest number. So we have to be write this as in a first. Am I clear, children? And so this will be the next greatest number. So we have to be write this one. Okay, 0 part is over. And comparing the next 5, 6, 7. Which is the small? Yes, exactly. This one is a small number. So we have to be write this full number as here. And 5 after will be 6. So this will be the next greatest number, this one. The last number will be 7.200. Okay. And so we have to be write the same number 0.658, 0.658. So 0.800. What is the original number of this? 0.8, that we can be right. What is the original number of 5.74? 5.74, that we can be right. What is the original number of 6.030? 6.03, that we can write. And 7.200? 7.2. So I hope you understand how to compare the decimals with ascending order as well as the descending order. Now let me move to the method of converting decimal into fraction. So from the decimal, how can we compare as to the fractions? So from the decimal, this is decimal. From the decimal, how can we compare as in a fraction? in the decimal, how can we compare as in the fraction? So this also we have a certain rules that I will be tell you. See, this is 0.08. We can be read 0.08. So we can be write only the numbers in the numerator. Only what is that number you are seeing? 8. That 8 should be in the numerator divided by the denominator. After the dots, how many digits? 2 digits. After the dot, it will be 2 digits. We have to be add 2 more digits. Am I clear? Again, I will be repeat this thing. So, what is that number? 8 is the number that in the numerator. In a denominator, you have to be write 1. After the decimal dot, it will be a 2 digits. So, we can be add 2 more zeros. Am I clear this 8 by 100? Yes, children. Now, we can be simplify. So, when you are simplifying in the 4 table, the 8 will be a 2 times, 100 will be a 25 times. So, we can't be simplify furtherly. So, write the answer as 2 by 25. Am I clear? So, in the beginning it was a decimal. At the end of the answer, we have to be convert as in the fraction. Similarly, 0.225. 0.225. So, I already told you what is the number is that you can be write in the numerator, and after the decimal dot, totally it's a 3 digits. If it is 3 digits, we can be write a 3 zeros. So, like it's a similar to this. So, after the decimal dot, it will be a 2 digit. We have added 2 zeros. So, after the decimal dot, 1, 2, 3 digits. So, we can be added 3 zeros. Okay. Now, we can be simplify. The final answer will be 9 by 40. So, thank you children. I hope you understand the decimals and comparing the decimals. Everything you have understood, right children? Yes. So, in that next video, we can see addition and subtraction of decimals. Until then, bye bye children.